Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the moment you've been waiting for. I've been working as a software engineer for exactly 4 months now. It's like 4 months and 2 days. Lately I've been making day in the life videos, I've been making interview videos, but I've chosen to not share the name of the company where I worked too soon. I wanted to put in the work first and work at this company for a respectable amount of time before sharing with the internet the name. For the past 4 months, I've been working for Disney. Company reveal. The Walt Disney Company. I work for Disney streaming, so like Disney Plus, Hulu, that section, mainly doing front-end work. But yeah, I've been a big fan of Disney. I probably misclassified Disney as big tech. I kept saying I work for big tech. I don't know, I'm new to this corporate stuff. I used to go into the office in Midtown, but we recently moved to a nice new building. So that's where I'll be clocking into today. So I'm gonna pack up and go to the office. If you guys have been enjoying the videos, subscribe, support the channel. Today's Friday, so it's gonna be pretty chill in terms of work. They usually do half days on Fridays. Honestly, I'm a big fan of where this new building is, and coming to the office 4 times a week means I get to explore new parts of New York and honestly just get out of the house. So I have not been hating the RTO, and the new building is really nice. So they're not really strict with outfits. I feel like for tech companies, engineers can just wear whatever they want. For the shirt, I'm wearing Rule of Thirds, my clothing brand. But yeah, we're gonna go clock in, half day. So looking forward to the weekend. My first call of the day is around 12:30, so I usually go upstairs to the cafeteria for a bite to eat. Today's Friday, so I just have to finish up some work, open a pull request. Like with any programming job, you're either fixing a bug or designing a new feature, and today I'm fixing a bug. Last year, when I was a full-time creator and thinking about applying to jobs, I knew that there were only a few companies that truly would have made me excited to get back into the workforce if I worked for them. And Disney was one of them. Something about Disney hits so differently than other big tech companies. Working for Disney full-time as a programmer is actually super full circle for me, because in 2023, I landed my dream collab. I was asked to do a few ads, some photo and video ads for this company that reached out to me, and it was Disney. I did an ad for their AAPI campaign for the Disney bundle, which is the Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN streaming services. It's just super full circle for me because this is exactly the section of Disney that I work for now. Getting the offer in November to a big name like Disney was absolutely insane. By the way, this is not an ad for Disney. I'm just talking as a salaried employee. I'm 4 months in and time is honestly flying super fast. This current lease for this 1-bedroom is ending end of May, and I really enjoyed my time in this apartment. Rent here is like $43.40, but I did get 1 month free when I signed up. It was like a concession deal. So on average, it comes out to 41 something. I probably would have renewed this lease another year, but because of the recent RTO, it's a whole lot harder to go into the new office. The commute isn't very easy. And when you're going in 4 times a week, spending an hour plus just on commuting, it really adds up. So basically, I'm moving out at the end of the lease, and what I'm really prioritizing this new place is how quickly I can get to the office. It was different before when I could work from home most of the week, and I also really want in-unit laundry. So I'm gonna show you guys 3 apartments that I toured recently and let you guys know the prices and how far it is from my new office. I also am prioritizing south-facing apartments. Right now I'm facing north, which is fine in the morning and sunrise. That's when the light comes in, but anything in the afternoon, sunset, I just don't see at all. And facing south in a city like New York, where in the winter it gets really dark early, you really want to maximize the light. Let me show you guys this first apartment. This is a 15-minute bike ride to my new office. It's $4,900 a month. Yeah, I fell in love with this apartment instantly. This was the very, very first one that I toured. You can see there's in-unit laundry, but these windows, floor-to-ceiling windows in the living room and these curved windows in the bedroom let in so much light. I also would like a nice view because, you know, I make videos. It would be nice to have a nice scenic background. So a sad story about that apartment. I actually was super down to move in. I toured it. This was maybe like 2 weeks ago. Went home, filled out the application. Within 30 minutes of just seeing it, I just wanted it quickly because I know how fast things move here. And then he called me right away and he was like, sorry, someone took it in like a 30-minute span. And this last apartment that I toured is $3,900. A 1-bedroom apartment. There's like a glass for the bedroom. So whatever you want to consider that. And if I wanted to go to work on the subway, it would be like 23 minutes. Oh, this one doesn't have in-unit laundry. It's in the basement. This one probably has the best location. Price-wise, this one was the best by far. It's a co-op and those tend to be cheaper. But the big downside is that there's a $7,000 broker fee. And if you divide that by 12, it's pretty much going to be like around the same as the other apartments that I've seen of this size. But this location is really nice. If I have any advice for anyone trying to move to New York, don't move in the summertime or springtime because the rent prices around this time are inflated by maybe a few $100s than if you started your lease in November, December, January. I'm honestly happy to pay extra if it means being close to the office. You know, I get to work on other stuff with the time I saved. I've been on a bit of a side quest lately. If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, you'll know that I do taekwondo. I grew up doing taekwondo. And lately I've been feeling like getting back into that hobby, that I have a new side hustle. I've been posting almost daily on Instagram and TikTok on this new account called jedcal. Pretty much just posting just like kicking and taekwondo inspirational videos. It's just the most random niche, but for some reason it's working really well. So far this account on Instagram has like 27,000 followers. I normally am not one to care much about the numbers on social media, but something about taekwondo and how tied it is to my childhood makes me feel super proud to see something like taekwondo picking up on social media. I don't know, maybe it's just the lack of representation, but because of this like daily posting, I've been training taekwondo pretty much every day. I've been looking into taekwondo schools here in New York, and I actually think I'm gonna pull the trigger and join one just so I can have a nice little hobby on the weekends. So that's gonna be my next chapter. I think it'd be really cool to be part of like a community doing something like taekwondo that I've been doing since I was like 5 years old.
Would it be cool to say, do you wanna escape without ending the night? We could drive through all of the city lights, or we could find a two-song place, just you and I. That'd be nice. Do you want to escape with me? Oh, oh, oh.
I try to work out every day. If it's not lifting, then I'll just kick the bag. Really on this taekwondo grind. After my workouts, I usually do a strawberry banana smoothie. I squeeze in this Chobani yogurt, mixed berry, and then I put some orange juice, and then we put milk. And the last one is protein powder.
Do you want to escape with me? Do you want to escape?
I recently started working on my clothing brand Rule of Thirds again. I recently did a restock. We have a few left, I think maybe like 10 to 15 shirts left. So if you want to cop this before it disappears forever, ruleofthirds.com. It's a great summer tee. Yeah, that's it. Plug over. Bye.